Hi everyone, welcome to this second lecture of electrochemistry 1. Okay, in previous lecture, I have already discussed about the what is electrochemistry and what are the topics we are going to learn in this electrochemistry 1, and also we have discussed what is meant by conductor and what are the types of conductors. Okay, the now today we are going to discuss about the what is meant by conductance and what is meant by specific conductance and what is meant by equivalence conductance and molar conductance. Okay, so in this particular video we are going to discuss about the what is meant by conductance, specific conductance, molar conductance and equivalence conductance. Okay, first of all, what is meant by conductance? Okay, what is meant by conductance? Okay, this conductance can be defined as it is a is to is with which is with which Hi everyone, welcome to this second lecture of electrochemistry 1. Okay, in this particular video, I am going to discuss about the what is meant by conductance and specific conductance and equivalent conductance and molar conductance. Okay, in my previous lecture, I have already discussed about the brief introduction of this electrochemistry 1 and what is meant by conductors and what are the types of conductors. Okay, so here in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the conductance, specific conductance and molar conductance and equivalence conductance. Okay, so first of all, okay, conductance, conductance. Okay, now what is meant by conductance? Okay, it is with which is with which electrical energy, electrical current, electrical current can flow through a conductor. Okay, conductor. Okay, another way of defining this conductance, that is the reciprocal of the reciprocal of the reciprocal of okay, the reciprocal of electrical resistance, electrical resistance, electrical resistance is called as is called as is called as conductance. Okay, so here it can be denoted as capital C, okay, where capital C is equal to 1 by R, where R is equal to resistance. R is equal to resistance. Okay, so the units for this conductance, okay, the units for this conductance is ohm inverse. Okay, ohm inverse. Okay, here this resistance, okay, resistance will be having units. It can be denoted in ohms. Okay, so it can be represented in terms of ohms. Okay, in the case of conductance, we can represent ohm inverse. Okay, so okay, what is meant by specific conductance? Okay, what is meant by specific conductance? Okay, before going to that specific conductance. So before going to that specific conductance, so what is meant by this resistance? Okay. So here the resistance is nothing but okay, it is a it is a objection to flow the okay, it is a objection to flow the electrical current through a conductor. Okay, every conductor does not having a similar kind of conductivity. Okay, every conductor does not conduct same way. Okay, it will be having some resistance. Okay, that resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length of the length of the substance. It means the length of the conductor, and it is inversely related to the area of the cross section. Okay, so here okay, the resistance of a conductor, okay, that is R, is directly proportional to the, it is directly proportional to the L, that is length of the conductor, and it is it is inversely proportional to the area of the cross section. Okay, where L is equal to length, L is equal to length, okay, A is equal to area, okay, area of the cross section, area of the cross section. So where R is equal to rho into L by A. So R is equal to rho into L by A, where rho is equal to okay, specific resistance, specific resistance or resistivity. Okay, specific resistance or resistivity. Okay, so okay, this is about the resistance. Okay, now okay, what is meant by specific conductance? Okay, what is meant by specific conductance? Okay, now we will discuss about specific conductance. Okay, specific conductance. Specific conductance. Okay, so here okay, we know that the conductance C is equal to 1 by R. Okay, C is equal to 1 by R. Okay, where R is equal to rho into L by A. Okay, now if you substitute the this R value in this equation, okay, the R value in this equation, okay, here okay, 1 by R. Okay, where C is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by rho into A by L. Okay, so okay, here 1 by R is equal to conductance. Okay, is equal to 1 by rho. Okay, here 1 by rho is nothing but it is a specific conductance or conductivity. Okay, it can be denoted as kappa. Okay, so kappa into A by L. Okay, where space kappa is equal to 1 by rho, okay, that is it 1 by rho. Okay, so this 1 by rho is equal to specific conductance, okay, so here okay, where specific conductance kappa is equal to C into L by A. Okay, so this is the expression for specific conductance. Okay, where L by A, okay, that is a cell constant. Okay, where L is equal to length of the conductor and the A is equal to area of the cross section. Okay, suppose if you consider an electrolytic cell or two electrode plates like this. Okay, here. Okay, so okay, so okay, this is a electrolytic cell. Okay, here we have one electrode plate. Okay, here we have okay, another electrode plate. Okay, so here okay, the length of this electrode plate, okay, the length of this electrode plate, that is L, and the area of the cross section, that is A. Okay, so okay, here L is equal L centimeters and A centimeter square. Okay, so if L is equal to 1, okay, if L is equal to 1 centimeter and A is equal to 1 centimeter square. Okay, where kappa is equal to C into 1 by 1, that is kappa is equal to C. Okay, so if you see this expression, okay, the specific conductance can be defined as okay, the specific conductance can be defined as the conducting power of all the ions, okay, which is present in the 1 centimeter cube solution. Okay, so here if the length of the conductor, that is L is equal to 1 centimeter, and the area of the cross section, that is 1 centimeter square. Okay, so if you take electrolyte, okay, in this area, okay, so here, okay, this is the electrolyte, okay, which is present in this area. Okay, so if you take this electrolyte, okay, this is the electrolyte which is present in the 1 centimeter cube volume. Okay, so okay, this is a 1 centimeter cube electrolyte, okay, which is present in between these two plates. Okay, so the conductance offered by this electrolyte solution, okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube, okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube, okay, that conductance is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, where conductance is equal to, okay, conductance is nothing but it is a conducting power of all the ions present in the electrolyte solution. Okay, so the conducting power of all the ions present in the solution is nothing but conductance, where specific conductance is equal to, the conducting power of all the ions present in the 1 centimeter cube electrolyte solution. Okay, so 1 centimeter cube electrolyte. Okay, here the specific conductance can be defined as, okay, the conducting power of all the ions present in the 1 centimeter cube solution. Okay, all the ions present in the electrolyte, okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube solution. Okay, so okay, this is about the specific conductance. Okay, so in the case of specific conductance, in the case of metals, okay, if you take a particular area of the metal, okay, at particular temperature, okay, that all the metals, okay, all the metals are having some fixed specific conductance, whereas in the case of electrolytic solutions, okay, they can't have any kind of fixed specific conductance, okay, because okay, this electrolyte, okay, the electrolytic conductance will be depends upon the concentration of the electrolyte, okay, and the mobility of the ions present in the electrolyte solution. Okay, so that's why, okay, this electrolytic solution, the electrolytic conductance, the specific conductance in the case of electrolytes, it will be vary with the dilution, or it will be vary with the concentration. Okay, so whereas in the case of metals, okay, that they are having some fixed value of this specific conductance. Okay, so that is the difference between specific conductance in the case of metals and in the case of electrolytes. Okay, now when coming to the units of this specific conductance, okay, now okay, here the units of this specific conductance and specific resistance. Okay, now coming to the okay, where conductance is equal to 1 by R. Okay, the units. Okay, here C is equal to 1 by ohm, where C is equal to ohm inverse. It can be represented in terms of ohm inverse. Okay, conductance can be represented in terms of ohm inverse. Okay, these are the CGS units. Okay, CGS units. Okay, now in the case of resistance, okay, resistance is equal to rho into L by A. Okay, rho into L by A. Okay, so here this row can also having where row can also having ohm. Okay, so that is ohm into length, which is in centimeters and centimeter square. Okay, so the centimeter and the square will be cancelled out. So R is equal, R is where, sorry, okay, now what are the units for specific resistance? Okay, that is rho is equal to R into A by L. Okay, where rho is equal to, okay, this is ohm into area, that is centimeter square, and L is a centimeter. Okay, so where centimeter and square will be cancelled out. Okay, rho is equal to ohm into centimeter. Okay, these are the units for specific resistance. Specific resistance. Okay, now when coming to the resistive conductivity, okay, that is specific conductivity. Okay, specific conductivity, that is kappa is equal to C into L by A. Okay, C into L by A. Okay, here kappa is equal to C into L by A, where kappa is equal to ohm inverse into, okay, L is the centimeter and A is the area of cross section, that is centimeter square. So here centimeter and the square will be cancelled out. Okay, kappa is equal to ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Okay, so this is the units for, okay, this is the units for kappa, that is a specific conductance. Okay, so the ratio of, okay, the ratio of L, that is length of the conductor and area of the cross section. Okay, the ratio of length of the conductor and area of the cross section is equal to cell constant. Okay, where cell constant is equal to L by A. Okay, where cell constant is equal to L by A. Okay, so here, okay, the units for this cell constant. Okay, cell constant is equal to centimeter by centimeter square. Okay, here centimeter and square will be cancelled out. So cell constant can be represented as in terms of centimeter inverse. Okay, so this is the units for cell constant. Okay, so okay, this is about the conductance and specific conductance. Okay, in the case of conductance, okay, the conducting power of all the ions present in the solution is nothing but conductance. Okay, whereas in the case of specific conductance, it is a conducting power of all the ions present in the 1 cubic centimeter solution, okay, containing electrolyte. Okay, electrolyte containing 1 cubic centimeter solution. Okay, so next we have the equivalence conductance and molar conductance. So what is meant by equivalence conductance and molar conductance? Okay, here equivalent conductance. Okay, now equivalence conductance is a conducting power of all the ions present in the 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Okay, so containing volume V. Okay, so here, okay, the conducting power of the conducting power of all the ions, all the ions present in 1 gram equivalent electrolyte present in a solution. Okay, so here, okay, this equivalent conductance can be denoted as, okay, it can be denoted as lambda or this one. Okay, so lambda is a symbol for equivalence conductance. Okay, in sometimes it can also represented as lambda V. Okay, this equivalence conductance can be represented as lambda V. Okay, now in order to explain this equivalence conductance, I am taking electrolytic solution, okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube area. Okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube volume. Okay, 1 centimeter cube volume. Okay, so here in 1 centimeter cube volume, okay, here we have 2 electrodes like this. Okay, here this is the 1 electrode and this is the 1 electrode. Okay, so here this is connected with the if you pass electricity to this conductor. Okay, so here this electrode will be having length L is equal to 1 centimeter and the area of the cross section, that is A, is equal to 1 centimeter square. Okay, so the electrolyte present in this solution, okay, the electrolyte present in this solution, okay, the electrolyte present in this solution, okay, this is the electrolyte. Okay, the electrolyte present in this solution, okay, this solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Okay, 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Okay, so if you measure the conductance of this solution, if you measure the conductance of this solution, okay, the conductance of this solution is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, the conductance of this solution is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, so the conductance of the 1 centimeter cube solution is equal to specific conductance. Okay, since this 1 centimeter cube solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte, so okay, that measured conductance, okay, that measured conductance is equal to equivalent conductance. Okay, so here in this case, this lambda V is equal to specific conductance. Okay, lambda V is equal to specific conductance. Okay, so the measured conductance, okay, or specific conductance, okay, that specific conductance is equals to the equivalent conductance. Okay, the specific conductance is equal to equivalent conductance, because here we are measuring the conductance of the solution which is in 1 centimeter cube solution. Okay, which is a 1 centimeter cube solution. Okay, so here we are measuring the 1 centimeter conductance of the 1 centimeter cube solution. That's why it is a specific conductance. Okay, since that solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte, so the conducting power of all the ions, Okay, so the total conductivity due to the presence of 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. So the specific conductance is equals to the equivalent conductance of that solution. Okay, so if I add 9 ml of 9 ml of solvent, okay, 9 ml of solvent or water, okay, the total volume becomes 10 ml. Okay, the total volume becomes 10 ml. Okay, so in that case, the measured conductance, okay, the measured conductance, okay, the measured conductance, the measured conductance is equal to 10 into specific conductance. Specific conductance. Specific conductance. Okay, it means lambda V, that is equivalence conductance, is equal to, the equivalence conductance is equal to kappa into 10. Okay, kappa into 10. Okay, so if I take the volume V, okay, V centimeter cube. Okay, so it means V ml of solution. Okay, if I take V ml of solution, that solution containing the 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Okay, in that case, the equivalence conductance, if the volume of electrolyte solution is V centimeter cube, okay, VCC. Okay, so in that case, the measured conductance, that is the measured equivalent conductance, that is lambda V is equal to kappa into V. So here V is the volume of the solution containing 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. Okay, so here, this is the relation between specific conductance and the equivalence conductance of a solution. Okay, so here, lambda V is equal to kappa into V. Okay, so here V is the volume of the solution. Okay, here V is equal to volume of solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Okay, so this is the lambda V. Okay, so here what are the units of this equivalence conductance? Okay, now what are the units of this equivalent conductance? Okay, now what are the units of this equivalence conductance? Okay, so here the equivalence conductance, that is lambda V is equal to kappa into V, where V is equal to volume of electrolyte solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Okay, so here lambda V is equal to ohm inverse centimeter inverse, okay, into V. Okay, V is the volume of the solution, that is in centimeter cube, into equivalent inverse. Okay, so since it is a it is a gram equivalent. Okay, so gram equivalent inverse. Okay, so here, okay, this centimeter inverse and cube will be cancelled out. Okay, so finally, okay, lambda V will be having this units. Okay, that is ohm inverse into centimeter square, okay, into gram gram equivalent inverse. Okay, so these are the units of this equivalent conductance. Okay, so these are the units of equivalent conductance. Okay, now what is the relationship between this equivalence conductance and concentration of the solution? Okay, what is the relationship between equivalence conductance and concentration? Okay, the relation between equivalence conductance and concentration of electrolyte solution. Okay, now here, in order to explain the relationship between this equivalent conductance and concentration of the solution, I am taking one example. Okay, which is here I am taking one beaker, okay, which is containing the electrolyte solution. Okay, which is containing the electrolyte solution. Okay, here, okay, this is the electrolyte solution. Okay. Okay, so this electrolyte solution containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte, 1 gram equivalent electrolyte, and the volume of the solution, volume is equal to V ml. Okay, volume is equal to V ml. Okay, so here the concentration of the solution, here I am taking concentration in terms of normality. Okay, the concentration of the solution, that is N. Okay, concentration is equal to N. Okay, so here the concentration of the solution is N. Okay, now suppose if I measure the conductance of this solution, okay, the total solution, the conductance given by all the ions present in this solution is equals to the equivalence conductance. Okay, that is lambda V. Okay, so here the total conductance produced by all the ions present in this solution is equals to the lambda V, that is equivalence conductance. Okay, now here if I measure the conductance of the solution, okay, this area, in this area, okay, so here I am taking only 1 ml, okay, from this solution. Okay, so I am taking 1 ml of solution from this electrolytic solution. Okay, 1 ml of electrolyte solution from this V volume of solution. Okay, so if I measure the conductance of this solution, okay, okay, so the conductance is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, the conductance is equals to the specific conductance. So okay, the total conductance of the solution is nothing but it is a specific conductance into volume of the solution. Okay, which is containing 1 gram equivalent. Okay, so what is meant by volume of the solution containing 1 gram equivalent? Okay, where here normality of the solution, is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by volume in ml. So volume in ml, okay, or volume in cubic centimeter. Okay, 1 centimeter cube. Okay, so here, okay, weight by gram equivalent weight means it is a number of equivalents. Okay, here it is a number of equivalents. Okay, since the number of equivalents is 1, okay, we are taking only 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. So in that case, okay, normality of this solution, okay, the normality of this solution is equals to the, okay, 1 into 1000 by volume. Okay, so here, okay, n is equal to 1000 by volume, where v is equal to 1000 by n. Okay, so here in the place of v, if I substitute the value of v in this equation, I can written as, okay, lambda v is equal to kappa into 1000 by n. Okay, so this is the expression for the relationship between concentration of the solution and the equivalence conductance of the solution. Okay, where here kappa is equal to specific conductance, and where n is equal to the normality of the solution. Okay, electrolytic solution. Okay, so okay, here this normality is nothing but it is a one of the method of expression concentration. Okay, so in the place of normality I am writing concentration. Okay, in generally, okay, where lambda v is equal to kappa into 1000 by C. Okay, where C is the concentration of the electrolytic solution. Okay, so this is the relationship between the equivalence conductance of the solution. Okay, the equivalence conductance of the electrolytic solution and the concentration of the solution. Okay, so okay, this is about the equivalence conductance. Okay, now next we have molar conductance. So what is meant by molar conductance? Okay, what is meant by molar conductance? Okay, what is meant by molar conductance? Okay, molar conductance is nothing but, okay, it is the conducting power of all the ions present in 1 mole electrolyte, okay, solution. Okay, so the conducting power of all the ions, okay, the conducting power of all the ions present in the solution, okay, which is containing the 1 mole electrolyte. Okay, so here, okay, this molar conductance can be denoted as, okay, mu, or in sometimes it can also denoted as lambda m. Okay, so okay, many of the cases, okay, we can represent this mu. Okay, so okay, here what is meant by this molar conductance? How can you define? How can you express this molar conductance? Okay, again, if I take 2 electrodes like this. Okay, if I take 2 electrodes like this, okay, here, if I apply the, okay, here, okay, in between these 2 electrodes, okay, there is a presence of 1 cubic centimeter solution, okay, which is in 1 centimeter cube. Okay, or here the length of the conductor, okay, the length of this conductor, okay, that is L is equal to 1 centimeter, and area of the cross section A is equal to 1 centimeter square. Okay, so here, okay, this solution, okay, the solution which is containing in between these 2 electrodes, okay, which is containing 1 mole electrolyte present in that solution. Okay, so if I measure the total conductance of this solution, Okay, the total conductance of this solution, the total conductance of this solution is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, the total conductance of 1 ml solution, 1 ml solution is equal to specific conductance. Okay, so since it is 1 ml solution containing 1 mole electrolyte solution, so this specific conductance is equals to the molar conductance of that solution. Okay, so here the molar conductance is equal to specific conductance. So mu is equal to kappa. Okay, mu is equal to kappa. Okay, so if I add 9 ml of water, 9 ml of water to this electrolyte solution. Okay, so the conductance of the of this 10 ml of solution. Okay, the total conductance of 10 ml, a 10 ml solution containing 1 gram equivalent of 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay, containing 1 mole of electrolyte. So that is equals to the 10 into specific conductance. 10 into specific conductance. So here the molar conductance of the 10 ml solution is equals to the mu is equal to specific conductance into 10. Okay, so if it is having if volume of electrolyte solution is equal to V ml. Okay, in that case mu is equal to kappa into V. Okay, so this is the molar conductance. Okay, this is the expression for molar conductance. Okay, now what are the units of this molar conductance? Okay, so what are the units of this molar conductance? Now, units. Okay, here molar conductance, that is mu. Okay, that is mu is equal to the molar conductance. Mu is equal to kappa into volume V. Okay, so here kappa, okay, it is nothing but ohm inverse centimeter inverse into a centimeter cube into mole inverse. Okay, mole inverse. So here inverse centimeter and cube will be cancelled out. Okay, mu is equal to ohm inverse and centimeter square into mole inverse. Okay, so this is the units for this molar conductance. Okay, so here what is the relationship between this molar conductance and this concentration of the solution? Okay, so we will see that relation between molar conductance and concentration of electrolyte solution. Concentration of electrolyte solution. Okay, so here now again we are taking electrolyte solution in a beaker, okay, which is containing electrolyte. Okay, so here, okay, this is the electrolyte. Okay, so okay, this is the electrolyte, okay, which is containing the 1 mole electrolyte, 1 mole electrolyte. Okay, the concentration is equal to molarity. Okay, concentration, okay, in terms of molarity, and it is having V ml. Okay, volume of the solution is V ml. Okay, suppose if I want to measure the conductance of the solution in this square. Okay, so here I am taking 1 cubic, 1 cc, so 1 cc of solution from this one. Okay, so if I measure the conductance of this 1 cc volume solution, okay, that conductance is equals to the specific conductance. Okay, so the molar conductance, that is mu, is equal to kappa into volume of the solution containing 1 mole electrolyte. Okay, V is equal to volume of electrolyte solution, containing 1 mole electrolyte. 1 mole electrolyte. Okay, so here where we are taking concentration in terms of molarity. Okay, so molarity is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume. Okay, volume in ml. So here, okay, since weight by gram molecular weight, okay, which is nothing but the number of moles. The number of moles. Here, since number of moles is 1. Okay, so here, okay, molarity is equal to 1 into 1000 by volume in ml. So the molarity is equal to 1000 by V, where V is equal to 1000 by m. Okay, so if you substitute the value of V in this above equation, okay, where mu is equal to 1000, okay, mu is equal to kappa into 1000 by m. Okay, so this is the relationship between molar conductivity and the concentration of the solution. Okay, so here, okay, m is the molarity. Okay, here m is equal to molarity of the electrolyte solution. Okay, molarity of the electrolyte solution. So this is about the molar conductance. Okay, so it is the relationship between molar conductance and concentration of the solution. Okay, so next we have what is the relationship between molar conductance and equivalence conductance. So what is the relationship between molar conductance and equivalence conductance? So the relationship between equivalence conductance and molar conductance. Okay, the relationship between equivalence conductance and molar conductance. Okay, so here already we know that the equivalence conductance of a electrolyte solution, okay, that is lambda V is equal to the specific conductance, that is kappa into 1000 by the normality of the solution. Okay, so the normality of the solution. Okay, or in the case of molar conductance, okay, molar conductance, that is mu is equal to kappa into 1000 by molarity. Okay, so here from above two equations, okay, the relationship between molar conductance and equivalence conductance can be written as, the equivalence conductance and molar conductance can be written as, the molar conductance of a solution is equals to the, okay, normality by molarity into equivalence conductance. Okay, so this is the relationship between, okay, this is the relationship between equivalence conductance and molar conductance. Okay, so today I will stop here. Okay, today we have discussed about the conductance, molar conductance, equivalence conductance, and a specific conductance. Okay, so and also the relationship between molar conductance and equivalence conductance. Okay, so in my next video I will discuss about the how this equivalence conductance and molar conductance will vary with the dilution, and also specific conductance. Okay, how this specific conductance will vary with the dilution, and also this conductance, how this conductance will vary with the dilution. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day.